On the first day of the carnival, everyone gets together with their family and friends to mark another year gone by. Religious people remember what God has done. Aaron and Alexander came to Yeshua in the morning. "We'll get everything ready," they said. "Just tell us where to go." "Into the city," he replied. He told them to go the way they always went. They would see a man carrying water. They were to follow him to a house and go in after him. They should say to the owner, "Yeshua asks where he can eat with his people." He would show them a big room upstairs with everything they needed. "Prepare the meal there," he said. They met the man carrying water just as he said, and the man with the room upstairs. They spent the rest of the day getting things ready. When evening came, Yeshua arrived with everyone else and they sat down to eat. The food was good and everyone relaxed. Then Yeshua said, "One of you, sat at this table, will betray me." They were hurt, not just by the idea, but by Yeshua choosing that night of all nights to make his prediction. Most of them challenged him. "It can't be me." "It is one of you," he repeated. "One of you sharing this meal." He said that he would do what he had to do to be true to God, but that one of them would do something false and mean. "It will destroy your life," he said. "You would be better never to have been born." There was silence for some time. Aaron reflected bitterly on how they had been looking forward to this. Yeshua reached across and picked up the remains of a loaf of bread from which they had all been cutting chunks and slices. He cradled it in his hands. "Thank you," he said. Then he broke it carefully into 12 ragged pieces. He handed one to each of them. "Eat it," he said. "It is my body." There was another silence. They were all lost, drowning in thought. Then he took the nearest bottle of wine and filled his glass to the brim. He cupped it in his hands. "Thank you," he said. Then he passed it round the table, and they drank from it in silence, one by one. The glass came back to Yeshua, smeared and nearly empty. He swirled the dregs gently. "It is my blood," he said, "poured out so that we can begin again. I won't drink now until I drink with God." Maria began to sing, quietly at first, then louder as the others joined in. It was a song they all knew, almost unbearably sad after what they had seen, but beautiful too in its frail hope of God. It was the right way to end, and they finished in silence. Then they walked quietly through the streets back to their inn on the outskirts of the city.